I didn't think Mr. Plushy could get any creepier than a man living in an infinite slide that loves playing with kids, but apparently that was just the starting point for the creator of Mr. Plushy. If you missed part 1, Mr. Plushy is a recurring monster in a series of high-8 found footage style horror shorts. It was created by a man called Jordan Graham Films and he's only posted it on Instagram Reels. Mr. Plushy looks like a humanoid made up of stitched together plush toys. He has an old man's face and the voice of a kid's TV host. He sounds like a bootleg Miss Rachel. In the first batch of tapes, we saw him living in slides, ball pits, toy tunnels, and sewers. And this next set of videos, they're less random encounters and more like a full story arc, or connected tapes that feel like we're being lured into his world on purpose. And it starts with the most cursed sentence I've ever heard come out of a child's mouth. Plushy lives in that slide. So sit back, relax, get cozy, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and let's get into this. Lately, I've been watching some strange videos, the kind that feel like they're staring back at you. Last night, my screen flickered and a message appeared, "He's awake." Now, I'm being drawn into a place called Tia where Dracula's returned. And that leads us straight into today's sponsor, Watcher of Realms. It's a dark fantasy RPG where the legends of Dracula, Mina, and Van Helsing aren't just stories, they're playable heroes. Dracula himself, the Dark Prince, elegant, powerful, and capable of deleting enemies in one hit, like he's allergic to mercy. Lady Mina can literally summon him through mirrors mid-fight, which is the kind of mechanic I didn't know I needed until now. And Van Helsing, he starts sniping with silver arrows before swapping to an axe and clearing an entire battlefield. You even get Vlad Dracula, a tank hero completely free for just joining the event. The Dracula crossover is packed with daily rewards, summons, and minigames. So, if you like gothic chaos, this is it. Watcher of Realms isn't your typical idle RPG either. It's strategy heavy, cinematic, and stacked with over 200 heroes across 10 factions. Plus, there's auto fight and quick upgrades, so you can actually progress without grinding your soul into dust. Oh, and also, there's a Dracula persona test on their website, and I did it, and turns out I'm the cursed one. Fitting, right? Click the link in the description or scan the QR code to take your own test and download Watcher of Realms free on PC, Android, and iOS. Dracula's traveling through time, and apparently he's found us. The first video in this mini arc is literally called Who is Plushy? We're back at the playground. Daytime for once. Kids are running around, you hear them laughing off screen. In the foreground, one child points towards the big slide and very casually says, "Plushy lives in that slide." Great. Awesome. Love that for us. Then the tape cuts to 2 children sitting cross-legged on the ground, talking directly to our camera. Each of them is holding their own plush toy like an offering. Straight up, what would happen if I offered him this guy? Anyway, they start describing him. They say he looks like an old man, but he's covered in plush toys. They say he's really nice, but he only likes children. These children clearly have undeveloped brains. If they were slightly older, I would insult them more, but I'm not going to. Out of context, their comments sound sweet. In context, they sound like the opening line to a court case. Anyway, they even show drawings that they've made of him. Crayon scribbles of a tall, gangly figure surrounded by plush toys. Well, I think those are plush toys. Their drawings suck. It looks like something a teacher would quietly forward to a school counselor. Then the lore gets heavier. One kid explains that if you want to see Plushy, you have to give him a plushie first. Go on, take it. Do your worst. Anyway, this connects perfectly to what we saw in the previous videos, like the Elmo sacrifice down the slide. Then another child cuts in and says, "You can't play with Plushy, you're a grown-up." And the first kid adds, just super matter of fact, he also kills parents. The tone is so casual that it's worse than if they screamed it. It sounds like they're just reciting playground rules. Then one girl demonstrates how they play with him. She explains that she has to put her toy down the slide, and then Plushy will want to play with her. So she does it. 2 girls climb to the top of the slide. One of them throws her toy down and then follows, and we watch her disappear into the mouth of the slide. Then the other girl goes as well. We see her exit out the bottom, but the first girl is nowhere to be seen. Then the second girl throws her plush down and then enters as well. The cameraman rushes down the slide behind them, but we pop out the other end and quickly turn around. The playground is normal. The slide is normal, but both little girls are gone. No screaming, no where did she go, just absence. They're with Mr. Plushy now. The tape doesn't say it out loud, but it doesn't need to. The second video is called Picking the Perfect Plushie for Plushy. The FOMO is hitting us hard, clearly, so we want to do the forbidden jutsu and join them. This one opens in night vision. We're at the top of the slide again. The camera is pointed down straight into the darkness. And if you squint, you can just barely see a figure down there. It's Plushy. He's waiting. Then the tape cuts hard to somewhere else. We're in a toy store, but it's empty and liminal. Fluorescent lights buzzing, aisles clean, no one in sight. The place that already feels haunted before you have to add a Stitch toy demon. The cameraman walks through the aisles like he's shopping for a sacrifice. He finds a teddy bear on a shelf that just won't stop talking. One of those toys that have built-in voice lines that won't stop no matter how hard you squeeze it. And this one's already yapping by itself. The voice is distorted just enough to sound wrong, and he picks it up. This is the one he's going to give to Plushy. From here, the tape gets more and more disorienting. He leaves the store, but instead of emerging into a normal car park, he keeps walking through more empty liminal mall. Long corridors, shuttered shops. You never see an exit, but then a smash cut. Now he's driving on a highway, and the teddy is still yapping in the background. Then there's a close-up to the teddy strapped in the passenger seat, and the camera slowly zooms in on his face. The audio peaks, glitches, and then the video just abruptly ends. Part 3 is titled, Can You and Plushy Be Friends? We start on that same teddy, front and center filling the frame, just staring. And of course, it continues chattering away. And then the toy says, Can you and I be friends? Hard cut to the playground again, sun going down, same slide in front of us. And a child as well leading us up there. They act completely normal, like nothing's wrong with the fact they're introducing us to a slide demon. We reach the top and toss our chosen teddy down before us, just like the kid described in the first tape. We hear it rattle away out of sight. Just a warning, from here on out, things get pretty damn creepy. Boo! No, I'm kidding, it actually gets creepy. We follow our teddy, but immediately something feels wrong. The slide goes on too long, which is claustrophobia invoking by itself. But then from behind us, the child that was with us throws down their plush. They want to join us on this ritual. We pick it up and turn around to throw it below us so that it can continue. But when we turn, we don't see the bottom. We just see the edge of a figure. Just enough of a head. We know Plushy is right there. He was looking up at us. He vanishes before the camera can adjust. Then something else pops in from below. It's a puppet. Its body is also made together from stitched together plushies like Mr. Plushy, but the head is more cartoonish. It cheerfully asks for that plushie that we had. We hand it over. It thanks us in that same distorted voice. Then it aggressively drops down the slide, laughing creepily while it disappears. We're still stuck halfway in this infinite tube before we hear the child behind us. She says, I'm coming down now. So we turn around, look up, waiting for them, but something else comes. The entire slide echoes with the loudest, nastiest, wettest shriek as Mr. Plushy comes barreling down at full speed. No cute voice, no playful tone, just pure predator mode. We panic and start sliding down to escape. The tunnel stretches again, a liminal conveyor belt of plastic, and every time we twist around to look back, Plushy and his puppet friend are still there, still chasing, still laughing. At one point, the tape literally fast forwards. It just shows how long this has been going on, how long the slide is. Then it snaps back to normal speed as we glance over our shoulder one more time. The puppet is inches away from the lens. I'm still here, it screams. Then it cuts to black. But we're not done yet. The final tape in this mini saga is called Into the Plush Abyss. It picks up exactly where we left off. Mid-slide, mid-escape. We're still sliding down the tube when the camera flips to night vision, everything turning to that sickly green color. Plushy and the puppet seem to be gone for now. Ahead of us, we finally see what seems to be the end of the slide. A perfectly round black circle in the distance. No light beyond it. Just void. We turn around to check behind us. Way back, barely visible in the grain. Plushy's face is still there. He's in the tunnel too. Far away, waiting. Like I said before, we are trapped in the booty hole of the back rooms. I need to cut this out. Anyway, when we look forward again, something new enters the frame. A figure walking towards us from the darkness. It looks like one of those old marionette toys. The kind you dangle from strings and jiggle to make the limbs move. Except this one is bird-shaped. Long legs like a flamingo. Huge rounded head like a bootleg Big Bird. Every step is a jolt. A twitch. Follow me on Twitch, Aeroga with a 0. Like no one's pulling the strings correctly. correctly. Okay, I'm sorry about that subliminal message. It moves like it's searching for something. Not charging, not attacking, just scanning the tunnel, jerking side to side. Then it turns away, walking slowly out of frame, back into the abyss ahead. We turn once more to look behind us, and now Plushy is closer. His face fills more of the tunnel, inching its way down towards us. No jump scare, no scream this time, just that slow, inevitable approach. And that's where the tape ends. Oh my god. No rescue, no escape, just the knowledge that you're stuck between something that wants you to go deeper and something that won't stop following you. What I love about this mini Mr. Plushy story arc is how it quietly escalates everything we saw in the first batch of videos. The earlier tapes were like glimpses. Plushy in the slide, Plushy in the ball pit, Plushy in the tunnel, creepy moments, weird physics, but mostly isolated encounters. Here we finally get structure, kinda like a documentary. Rules, rituals, children explaining how it works. If you want to see Plushy, you must offer him a plushie. He only likes children, he likes killing parents. We get a whole sequence about picking the perfect toy. Then the toy itself becomes part of the horror, asking if we can be friends. By the time we're literally sliding into the Plushy abyss, the world feels larger. There are helpers, there's the puppet as well, other creatures that might live in this weird plush universe. And the best part? Jordan, the creator, never explains any of it. No on-screen text, no exposition dumps, just tapes, just vibes, just this awful stitched together thing and its band of friends. Right now, these Plushy videos live entirely on Instagram. No big cross-promotion, no fancy thumbnails, no 20-minute lore breakdowns, just raw high-A footage that feels like it was never meant to be found. Feels like we're not watching a story, but we're gradually being sucked into someone else's game. All we know is if you want to visit Mr. Plushy's world, you have to give up something soft and harmless first. A toy, a mascot, a piece of your childhood. And after watching these tapes, you kinda realize that's exactly what we're doing. Guys, that is all for now. I love the Mr. Plushy saga. It's so much fun and so creepy. Thank you so much for all the support on my previous video, the shorts I've done in between, and this video as well. But trust me, daddy, you do not want to miss out on the fun we're having on my second channel, my gaming channel, Aeroga. Go give it a follow and watch some of the Let's Plays I've done recently. Also, in the comments below, let me know what other content you want to see on this channel. Do you want to see some more live reactions? Do you want to see more analog horror? Or more unknown stories like this? You let me know. But for now, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.